wouldn't like to have accomplished success again and again and again. Just copy and paste, copy and paste. And it doesn't work. The know-how we implement is the same. The structure of the business is the same. The product is the same. But where is the success? We wish we could have the success every day, every other day at least. You know, have the success of money, have the success of being granted by someone with something. This is what we really desire, but it doesn't work. On the top of that, you know, it's so funny, but sometimes we know the answer to our business and what to do, and sometimes we have no idea what to do. We have no idea whether or not the decision we are having or we are making, it works or it doesn't work. We have no idea. And we are petrified. We are really concerned about that. We don't know what to do. How many times in your life, mind you, you don't know whether or not this is what you do is right? No idea whatsoever. You have no idea. And then we know, oh, it works or it doesn't work. But sometimes we know. So what is the difference between sometimes we know and sometimes not? In our consciousness, we feel we should have the business and the success works for us. And again, we know. Like the apple tree. We have the apple, and in the apple there is a seed. And when we take the seed and we put the seed into the ground, after many years the seed will flourish. There will be a trunk, the apple tree, and then will be effect again. Maybe the apple will taste differently and the shape will be different and the color, but the effect will be the same. So the process is the same. And we feel that we have the same process in our consciousness, that we can accomplish the success again and again, but it doesn't work. Sometimes work in the past, but many times doesn't work in our lives. So what is going on? Why we sometimes know and sometimes doesn't know? More of the time we don't know whether or not we are doing the right thing. It's because there is a process, and the same process in a human being. We have to wait for the human being another 9 months. Sometimes we have to, depends on the circumstances, wait a little bit short in time, but the process is the same. When we talk about the nature or the business on this planet we do, whatever the business and the success is, it's the same. The process is the same. But the way to accomplish the effect, it's different. So, for example, when we go to vacation, what do we have to do beforehand? Beforehand, we have to organize everything, pay for it, have free time, organize a lot of things, go on the airport, wait, then fly, then be tired. You see, that's the process, and it's not comfortable in order to get the effect, whatever you want to be. Now, we want the effect, but we don't want the process. You see, we don't want to work on ourselves. It's not about the know-how. It's not about the process itself. It's about us, whatever we do in the process, whatever we, in a positive way, in a proactive way, from the spiritual point of view, transform our ego. If we don't transform our ego in the process, we will not know what is the answer. We don't know. You see, therefore, if you work in the past, in this lifetime, or in the previous lifetime, if you work in the past, proactively, and you transform your ego, whatever that is, you know the answer today. If you work in the past with your ego, but you didn't transform it, you just allow it to flow, and you were not concerned about whatsoever, you are not sure today whether or not this decision you are having, it's right. You don't know, nobody knows. We just pay attention, we just give the all gratitude to the know-how. And it doesn't work. Okay, the product is perfect, the phone it's perfect, the cell phone is okay, it's perfect, it's always the same, but the company will have issue. And the CEO will not understand what is going on, because only pay attention to the structure of the business, to the structure of the know-how, to the standards. And it's not only about the standard itself, it's about what should be transformed in the process. So we should be like the seed. And the seed, it's not rectangle, it's not triangle, it's oval. Why it's oval? Why our head is oval? Why the planet is oval? Why all planets in the cosmos are oval? Why all seeds, regardless the tree and the fruit and the vegetables, are oval? All of them. Why? There is no corners. And it's the same in, let's say, when we talk about the circulation of energy in our house. We have all the sockets and all the, let's say, cables inside, and we have everything. And the switches, everything is on. But there is no energy. We know that the circulation is on, but there is no energy. We cannot put the light. But everybody says we should be like the circle. We should be like the endless circle. Yeah, so what? It doesn't work. If you don't develop the energy inside it, it's not gonna work. It's again ego. We just say it works. No, it doesn't. Because if we take the seed and you put the seed on a table, it will not work. You will not have the effect. So the circle, it's the, let's say, the seed. And our seed is our consciousness, our intention. But if we don't do something with this, if we don't do, and what is it? The process. If we don't plant the seed, if we don't develop the energy inside the house, we will not have the energy inside the installation. So how do we do it? We should work on the process. We should work on our ego. We should know what it's sharing or what it's not. We should really know how to transform our lack. If we don't do that, if we don't work on the process to our success, it will work, the know-how. Of course it will, 3 times, 15 times, but it will stop. And really, this is it in our lives. Whatever you talk about it, whatever you will talk about it, it's relationship, it's money, it's business, whatever. It will stop. And you don't know what to do. We don't know what to do because we didn't work out that in our past properly. And we don't have this experience. We would like to just work and work all the time for us. So what we should do in order to do it, what we should start off with. Most of the people say you should think about the present and think about the future, that the future is going to be better, that in the future you should do in this way. No. Yes, the future should be bright. Yes, the future should be great. Yes, the future should be the success. Yes. But it doesn't work that way because you have been doing this all your life. What we should start with is our past. It's past which we didn't transform. We should get back to our past and see what was the ego in the process to our success. But you know what? You don't want to look into the past. You know what? You don't want to think about the past. You know what? You don't want to transform your past. It's much better to sit right now, close the eyes and think about the future. That's going to be better, that I will not do the mistake again. No, it doesn't work that way. But if you open yourself, if you allow yourself, just think about it, about the past, about the process you didn't work properly, that you didn't plant the seed, which is transform in the process your ego. That's a different way how to do it. Of course, it's a different way, it's a different subject. It's a different subject to do it. If you want to know more, contact with us. But if you start just thinking about it, that you made a mistake, that you were working with your ego. It's not about the know-how, but you were ego in your past, and you was like this kind of person, then you already are allowing yourself to see the difference. Then already you are working on the process, and you will know, because you will develop the energy in the circulation, you will know that that is the right answer. So you see, you will not make the energy from the seed itself. You will not generate the energy from the circle. You will not. This is what we think. No. We will develop the energy from the line where is the beginning and end. And when we transform it just a little bit, you will make the circle. And that's the making energy. So the transformation of our consciousness, it's priority. It's the first inevitable thing and step in our life we should do in order to do the success, in order to develop the success that will repeat itself slowly and slowly, but you will know what to do next time.